Good morning, everyone. Swiftgal. We're trying a new game. After D-Lit in Wonderland, I wanted to give this company another shot. I did like D-Lit in Wonderland. Like, I enjoyed playing it, but I went on at length about its shortcomings as well. This is another very similar game. It's based on the Touhou project property, which is they mostly make shoot 'em up games. Like basically what is often referred to as bullet hell shoot 'em ups, and it has its own like whole series, its own lore, but they're mostly made by like a couple people. Mostly one guy, I believe. I don't know a ton about it, lore around it. So this is kind of the same idea as the Lodos project, where it's taking another property and making it into, well, a Metroidvania with a lot of platforming elements. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on it. And I did a very quick start just to see what it was. So we see shadowy characters. I believe that is like one of the boss characters. This is a very anime series. If you are not aware, it's a bunch of random cute girls. So very curious to see how this design actually is played out. Hehehe, the time has finally come. Now my world will begin. Are you ready, Sakuya? Okay. I guess we'll find out if we're ready. Or if we're Sakuya. We're Sakuya. Okay. Aha, where am I? Ah, Sakuya. Can you hear me, Sakuya? This is my space. Okay, this is Lady Remilia's voice. I'm guessing that's the other character. What do you mean by space? This is a magic space I made based on Gensokyo. Exactly the same as the real thing, but even the weather is the same. Hashi didn't have to go that far. This isn't Gensokyo? That's right. Overcome the various tests I prepared, and make your way to where I wait. This is another elaborate game you've created. Isn't it wonderful? I've put a limit on your powers as well. A limit? You mean my power to stop time? Of course, a new game isn't fun if you're already powerful. You know, I'm kind of okay with them just being very fourth wall breaky here. That's okay. You shouldn't be able to use your powers very well now. That's all. Entertain me. Looks like this won't be a straightforward game. How to play. Hack with X and jump with A, and you can shoot down while you're in the air. And glide. Okay. So the glide mechanic looks like it's carried over from, well, actually, I think this came out before Lodos, so they probably carried this over into Lodos. Our attack is ranged, and it does look like it uses MP. Hold down X and release to trigger snail time. Okay. Random mecha. Okay. We see it kind of going up. I think I've seen that shape somewhere. Blue graze. Suddenly approaching an enemy or enemy fire is a graze. You can steal your enemy's MP, HP, and time to add it to your own. Okay. Looks like... Okay, and there are levels. Good to know. You are Kieta no Akio, right? Okay. Once again, this is kind of giving me that same vibe, except I knew all the characters in Lotus War. Hello, I mean, what are you doing in a place like this? There's no particular reason. I'm tired, so I'm resting. Oh, something feels off. She must be an imposter the space created. It must be fate we met here. If you would like, shall I make a record? I don't know what will happen, so can you do me the favor? I understand. Please make me a phone call from the telephone booth. Okay, so there's... Hear her voice from this box. Don't worry about the details. If you make a phone call, you can make a record. Use it often. Okay, so that's our save. Looks like we can't go through that door. Okay. Does not appear to be a way to go through that gap, so we'll probably need a power for that. That was pretty cool. Okay, the time stop is neat. Okay. There's a mecha. Boss fight? No, does not look to be. I guess we'll find out. Phew! The flight test was a success. You are Notori, right? What is that vehicle? This? It's a robot I made. Anyways, human, what are you doing here? This Notori seems to be an imposter too. There must be a reason she exists. Let's try talking to her. I have my reasons, and what about you? Guess you could say I'm flight testing while doing some business. For instance, what about this watch? Okay. You should take it. You can't use your power right now. Okay. You can control your power to stop time. Okay, I'm liking the that element of it. The Lotus game had a very heavy theme with the 2 elemental powers. This one looks like it might have relation to time, stopping time. That's cool. I guess I'll take it if it's free. We have the Eternal Clock. You can stop time whenever you want. Okay. And we can't... Does not look like we can talk there. It can control my power to manipulate time. It's not the full extent, but there's nothing I can do. It's annoying depending on a tool, but I guess it'll have to do for now. Oh. Okay. So a couple things I noticed right there. First of all, while time is stopped, obviously it looked like those projectiles weren't continuing either, which is cool. And it looked like it was using our time gauge instead of MP. My HP and MP are fully recovered. Okay. Trying to mix and match a little bit. Oh! I thought I saw something blink over there. Yep. It's a Metroidvania. Obvious fake walls are obvious. I'm not seeing a way to get up here, which makes me think we're gonna need a double jump. Red door is still blocked off. The Lodos game was very dependent on switches, so, or keys, I guess, so that doesn't surprise me. Bathtub here? If I stop time in water, the water solidifies and I won't be able to move. I should be careful. Okay, so if I'm in water, I can't move. But if I'm on water... Attacking when time is up uses time instead of MP. Yep, noticed that. Okay, so you can walk on water by stopping time. That is cool, because it doesn't let you interact with anything. So that's a neat way to handle that. And it looks like I'm getting some extra MP back when I pick up the knives that get lodged into a wall. Level up. Okay. I kind of feel like I want to go back to that other one, since there's like 3 passages over here. Okay, this looks like a warp zone. Yep. So we have 1 now. If we find a second one, we can go back here. Let's double check over here quick. Feels like using time, kind of alternating using time is good. Red graze. It's easy to graze when time is stopped, but you can only steal small amounts of MP and time. Okay, that makes sense. Wait, okay, this is Notori. We were told that we were calling Akio? I'm the one who installed the phone. Is the clock working? Yes, it's very useful. The store is ready. Come by when you have some time. You have jewels. I'll buy them for you. Okay. Gotcha. So that's what the jewels were dropping here. Very cool. Very cool. I'm digging this so far. Okay, I was expecting a boss fight. Like with the there's been a couple times now where it's felt boss fighty. Oh. Okay. So you have to get past the waterfall? Oh! Okay, that was weird. This looks like it's a continuing path, and we didn't finish exploring back here yet. Let's just quick run up this area just to make sure that it's not a save point. Or another warp. Save point. Okay, so right away, this setup screams Morph Ball to me. The way that the original Metroid sets up the Morph Ball, it gives you a platform that you have to jump over, but then it gives you a way to roll under it to get there. And I doubt there's actually going to be a Morph Ball specifically, but maybe a slide is pretty common for these type of games. The sliding knife. Okay. One short. So, one thing I will say with this, so far, I mean, we're at the very beginning of the game. There's some cool mechanics with the time, playing with time, especially when you have the ability to walk on water with it. I'm curious how much variety they're going to come up with, though. That was one of the shortcomings with the Deedlit in Wonderland game. So I'm kind of curious to see how that plays out. But with that in mind, one of the other things that I'm glad I went and saved, I guess. One of the other things that I am very excited about is the fact that when I think of, and I mean, honestly, the Lotus game did that very well as well. When I think of Touhou, I think of, not specifically boss fights, I guess, but like, I mean, based on the type of game it is, it makes total sense. It looks like we need a double jump for that. That's annoying. This is a bad jump. Maybe we can do better. should be HP MP restore here. That's good. So anyway, yeah. The bullet hell motif of the original game definitely is something that would lend itself well to boss fights. I am expecting some Hollow Knight level boss fights in this game, where I will be like, if the exploration is about on par with Deedlit in Wonderland, fine. You know what? I'm okay with that if there's some solid boss fights. So we'll see. I'm intentionally going to go back towards the... towards where they said the shop was. Because I figure the shop is probably worth visiting quick before we go any deeper. I haven't seen any sign of, like, being able to... like, equip anything? Like, there's no equipment that we've picked up or anything like that, so I'm really curious what all is going to be entailed in the shop. Maybe it'll expand the menu when we get up there, but the thing we don't have yet is an item. Like, there's a command for using items. So I'm curious if that's going to be all it is. I have a lot of items here. If you're not going to shop, if you're not going to shop, can you return the watch? Okay, okay. Okay, so we can sell. Oh! Okay, so there's a passive bonus to all of the gems. Is that what I'm understanding here? And then we can buy consumable items that recover... Okay. This is a permanent time increase, permanent knife increase, permanent experience boost, so probably just want those. I suppose we could grab like a health or magic just for the sake of like safety, in case there's like a boss fight. It's pretty expensive. Now, actually, the fact that these have recovery rates attached to them makes me not want to buy any temporary items. It also bothers me that it didn't actually explain how the gems work. It's kind of annoying. Okay. There was a room. This one, I want to say. A stun knife. Okay. Well, it doesn't seem like it's doing anything okay. So it looks like it's a different button to actually use the items. Good to know. So there are actual items that are usable, not just the ones we were seeing before. Cool. Um, been going for about half an hour, and we've made some pretty good progress. I'm enjoying this. I mean, the last game was fun to play. That was not my problem with it. So I am still very excited about this. I don't know anything about the lore in this, outside of the fact that it is very anime and very Japanese in its inspirations and theme. So I think we'll just probably call it here. Hopefully you are still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.